Okay, May, we're gonna see if this works. I haven't never done this before. Um, let's see. Okay, we're gonna start by loading the file, and I'm just gonna take one of these that John already gave us to experiment with. And I'm gonna click no here because I want to do it from scratch. So this window is the one that you'll work with most, this geometry and processing window. It opens by itself right off at the first, but I'm going to close it right now to show you where to open it. It's this button right here with the little hand pointing. You click that, and then some of the things we want to look at on this one, we want to do static correction. Static correction, you can see right here, the ground surface is below 0 meters. This is the direct rival, so we want to move that up to 0. You do that with static correction. I'm going to choose automatic, and then I'm going to click apply so I can see what happens up here. There you go, move that up to 0. And another thing we want to do is remove the direct arrival, and that's this background removal. So we'll click that, click apply. There we go, we got rid of the background. So we can start seeing some other stuff here. All right, the next thing that we want to look at, we can use a gain function. And I don't know what values John said to use here. He just kind of played around with values himself, but he didn't give us anything. I'm just going to do that 1 on top and 0.8 here. You just have to play around with it and see what it looks like. There we go. We see a little bit more up here, a little bit less up here. And then another thing that John talked to us about was this DWOW that kind of gets rid of some of the extra static. So we'll hit that, and there you go. And that is really most of the processing that we are going to do with this program when we're out in Indonesia. There's let's see, there's not a lot. Yeah, I think that's it. Well, we can do migration, but John said that we don't. You can click it and you can see what it looks like, but without a knowledge of the horizontal distance and the vertical distance, we can't really do migration. Depends on both of those things. So you can do it, you can see what it looks like. See if it makes anything look any better. So there's that, and let me see. Compress bandwidth. Okay, I think that's about it there. So I'm going to hit apply close, and then I'm going to go over here to this one that's right next to it and click on it. And if you do your depth axis, that will give you a depth axis over here. But you need to kind of know your velocity of the radar signal through the ground. The max it will be is 0.3 because that's the speed of light through a vacuum. So maybe 0.25. I don't know. You just kind of you can figure that out by looking at the dielectric constant and figuring out the velocity. I sent a PDF earlier today about GPR processing that can talk about solving for dielectric constant and velocity and that stuff. Just use those equations, rearrange them different ways to figure it out. So I'm going to just, let's see, yeah, there's a depth axis on this screen, and then also make sure trace normalizes is clicked. That's a bit about it there. Yeah, change that maybe a little bit, add more in. Probably didn't change it, or maybe it hasn't. Yeah, probably didn't change it too much. But anyway, other things you can look at, you can increase your gain right here with plot scale. Either type in a number or just click up and down. Oh yeah, oh look at that. We can see some stuff there. That might not be real though. But more important is all this stuff. Layering here, layering up here. So yeah, you can increase your gain and see stuff. And you can also change your color. You can go to this sickly looking color or this one, or just stick with something like that. And that's about it for processing. You can get rid of some of the vertical exaggeration, do that. Oh, that's probably a little bit more realistic to how it looks. Let's see, there is something called running average, but I don't remember where it was. Oh, running average right here. And this can just clear up the image a little bit by averaging out traces. So if you have a whole bunch of traces that are similar, you can clear up the image. But you don't want to do it too much. You can overdo it, and then you'll over smooth your image, and it won't look very good. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, you see it kind of just blurred it out a little bit. Maybe it did make things show up a little bit better. So you can play with that. And then when you want to save, one other thing. You can go to this, and then you can see the squiggle diagram instead of the color diagram. So sometimes it's nice to look at that. And otherwise, you can, I think it's export. I don't remember playing with this. Yeah, export, and then export format. Export it as this Radan 32-bit. And let's just do that now and see how it works. I guess we click start. I don't remember this part, so I'm just kind of playing with it again. Let's name this Indo practice. Save as file type. I guess we don't choose that because we already chose it. Save. Okay. Close maybe. And then let's see if we can open it. Yep, right there. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that's how to save it. And that's it.